Welcome back to my channel. In today's class, we'll be using function parameter, function call, and return value to write a called student utility program that helps students to process their scores and do basic calculation. The first requirement is to use function to greet the users, get student info, determine the total score of the student, determine if the student passed or failed, determine the highest or lowest score, and then do some basic calculation. So let's dive in. As you can see on your screen, we are starting with the students, with the greeting of the student. The function, for definition, function is any pieces of code written to perform a specific task and is written within a curly braces. As you can see, this is a curly braces and this is another curly braces, and this thing inside the curly braces is a function. So console.log actually means print out something for us. So once we print out, welcome to student utility program, and the next thing we are supposed to print is this tool will help you process student score and do basic calculation. And this thing here is a line breaker. It breaks line 2. If you want to move to the next paragraph, it breaks it to the next paragraph. The next task is to get the student's info. Cost, this is a keyword that JavaScript understands, and name is a variable we want to use to store the student's name. Await ask is also a keyword JavaScript understands. Cost is to store a variable that doesn't change. In mathematics, by value doesn't change. So in this program, I'll be using my name, which is Victoria Nina Awa, which will not change while using this program. So that's why I'm using cost, and it's advisable to use cost, and also less, but it's not advisable to use val, because val is always hoisted, if you understand what that means. So the next thing there is we are going to give an instruction telling the user what to do. This enter the student score one at a time. Then when they are done, they are supposed to type in done to notify the engine that they are done. So I move to them, and this is called score. This is a variable, is an array which is used to store the imputed scores. This is a while loop. This next code written here is a while loop. While loop is used whenever you want to keep asking somebody for something till the person give it to you, then you can stop. So we are using while loop to keep asking for score till the system notified done, written in lower case. So this is the meaning of this thing written here. So when you type in done, and when it's notified you have written done, it will just break out from this row. And this is a strict equality sign, meaning when this entry is written in lowercase, it should lowercase. When this done is written in lowercase, it should break out. Then the next one is we are changing this score. We'll be changing this number, which is entry, into actual number, because when the user imputed it, the JavaScript engine is seeing it as string and not a number. Using parser float, it will be converted to number and not string anymore. Then we use if while loop, to determine the user types in number between number that is greater than 0 or equal to 0, or number that is less than or equal to 0. So if this score dot push means that the score should be added at the end, or each score should be added one after the, that means one at a time. Then number that is not 0 and 100 are being included. Please enter a value score between 0 will be what displayed or done. Then return is actually a result a result that we get from number and score from this particular function. This particular function is in a one specific task, that is get students info. Then we are moving to another function, which is calculate total. We calculate this calculate total. This return score dot reduce means it should reduce this to a single row. This sum and score it should be reduced to a single row. This sum comma score in this bracket is called parameter, and this is a arrow function. That means you add score plus sum, and we are giving it 0 for now till the user starts inputting the actual. We are giving it 0 for now because there is no score imputed for now. Then we are moving to the next one, function calculate average. Score length, we are using score dot length. We are using score dot length, meaning this score dot length is the actual score, the number of the actual score, and this score dot length equals to calculate total slash score dot length equal semicolon 0. It's called ternary operation. Use instead of if else loop. You can use it instead of if else loop. And the next one is function to determine if the person pass or. So we are going to use if the person pass or fail. We're going to use average and pass, and our pass marks we are going to assign it 15. Meaning this is the result. We are going to still return. We are going to still return this value when one is being called. This if average is greater than or equals to pass mark. That means the person pass or the person fail. If the average is greater than or equals to pass mark, that is greater than or equal to 50, the person has passed or the person has failed. Function, the next thing there is function. Highest. To find the highest score, we are going to use score dot length. That is the total score recorded, and max dot max is actually method to find the highest score. Then this null is an intentional empty space from the programmer. The next one is find lowest score. That is score dot length max dot minimum is to find the lowest. Then the simple calculator. No, this is a line breaker simple, which will display simple calculator. The first thing is to change whatever number that is going to be input to actual number, because interface number is seen as JavaScript as string, which we are going to change it to number, which is partial float. Some people use number, but for this video we are going to use partial float. The next thing is choose the operation, which one, multiplication, division, and any of the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, anyone you want to choose. Then the next thing is to input your second number. Then switch statement, because we want to use multiple choice, which is this four choice. We don't know the one the user wants to use, so we are going to use switch statement, which is case 1. It can be plus. If it's plus, we multiply the two number. If it's subtraction, subtract the two number. If it's multiplication, you multiply the two number. And if it's division, there's a little adjustment, meaning the denominator can never be 0. Not strictly. This is not. Is a not logical, so it can never be 0. If it's 0, Anything divided by 0 is undefined. So it's going to print out error. Else is to write it will print out error for you, and the default value there is invalid operator. If the user has not inputted anything, does not using multiplication or anything, any of the operator, it will print out invalid operator. Then now is the main program. We are calling the greet user, and we are calling the get user info, and we are storing it in constant, which we are giving it. We are using an if else condition. We are saying if the user if all the inputs of the user is equal to 0, no score entered should be displayed. Then we are calling calculate total and storing in total. We are calling calculate average, we are storing in average. We are calling determine fail pass, we are storing in status. We are calling find highest score, and we are storing it in high. Find lowest score, we are storing it in low. Then when this has been called and stored, we'll now display them. We'll display the student's report for the name, the person's name. This template literals, the person's name. Then we'll display the score, we'll display the total score, we'll display the average, we'll display the result, we'll display the highest score and the lowest score. Then we are calling the simple calculator. This is a simple calculator that we are calling. We are calling it and storing it in this calculate result. So this is read interface, that is telling the JavaScript engine that we are done collecting the user's input. And then we are calling now the main function and the greet user. So let's run this code and see what the outcome is. Let's run it and see what the outcome is. So I'm using the terminal. I'm going to write my sign in .cs. So it's working perfectly fine. Like you see, student's name has been displayed. My name is Victoria. I'll type in my name. Then the next thing there is enter student score. One at a time. I'm entering 90, 89, 56, 78, and 3. Then I'm done. I'll type in done. Then here's the result. Student report for Victoria, the score, this is an array. The total score is 316. Then the average is 53.20. Then the result is pass. The highest score is 90 and lowest score is 3. Then for the simple calculator, I want to calculate 9 times. Okay, enter times 8, that's 72. That is it. I'm a student of Genius Academy, where programming is being taught in the simplest form. If you want to start your tech journey and you don't know where to start and you're tired of YouTube videos, go to my bio and click on the link and start now.